Hello everyone, welcome to Feels Good Working. This is going to be a vlog, it's not a making video. This is just to explain where I've been, what I've been doing while I haven't been posting any videos. The reason I haven't posted a video lately is in Easter time we had a extension built onto the back of our house, which unfortunately meant all the builders or the building people were running around in the garden. So I really couldn't get out into the shed properly to do any turning until quite a bit later when they were a little bit less busy with the extension. Plus I also found when my last videos were done, I just wanted to turn something without having to record it. I found it quite hard to do videoing and recording at the same time, so I just really felt like turning a piece of wood without having to think about videoing and everything like that. But now I've sort of got back into the turning. I'm really enjoying the turning, and there's some reason why I enjoy it again now. I didn't not enjoy it, but I just want to video it and show you more videos of me machining. So that's basically it really. So hopefully from now on you'll be getting a few more videos posted on my YouTube channel. Okay, so in the meantime, whilst I was actually turning and not videoing, I made a few pieces. I made some pen boxes, which I haven't got any to show you. Actually, I could show you a little bit. I do make pens, bear with me. Here's one pen that is basically my sort of go-to pen when I need some sizes and things like that. I think this is out of Birch, can't remember, it's quite a while I've machined this one. I do machine these and sell them to colleagues and anyone else who want one. And this is a pen box. It's not joined together. It hasn't got any, I can't remember what the wood was out of this one. As you can see, this would normally have hinges on the back somewhere to join it together. And then I do engrave them. I've got a little laser engraver inside the house. And then inside, it says Dad, you open it up and the pen sits inside like so. Trying to get the angle so they don't drop the pen. Okay, so you can see that. So I've made a few of those just recently whilst I wasn't filming. Another thing I made just recently, and I posted up onto Woodchuckers and Grit and Sheen Facebook page, was this little spalted birch bowl. Really pleased with this because it's something I'll explain in a little while. This is my first piece after having a little bit of training from a certain Martin Saban-Smith. As you can see, I think this turned out really nice. All the photographs that I put up onto Facebook, everyone seems to like it quite a lot. You can see you've got the mortise in there. Normally I do put some little lines in there, but I forgot to on this piece, unfortunately. So yeah, nice little bowl. And that's been finished with Yorkshire grit and Danish oil. Okay, something else that I made, and this has come from Martin Saban-Smith's workshop, because me and my wife, or should I say my wife and I, attended one of his day's bowl turning lessons. Yes, my wife came with me. She'd never touched a lathe before, never touched a tool, anything like that, and she came along and done an excellent bowl, and I will show you that to you. But this one was mine. This is Sycamore, and hopefully you can see the back. proud of this. The actual course itself completely changed the way I turn now, because I've been taught properly instead of self-taught. So all those that lesson has given me real impotence to carry on and produce some quite nice pieces of work, and that's where that other bowl, this one, came in. I used everything in there, and it's gorgeous. So that's my bowl, and I used intrinsic colours on the inside. Martin asked if I wanted to do it. It took me a good 5-10 minutes of thinking time to work out whether I wanted to colour this, because it looks really good without the colour, but it looks fantastic with the colour. So I'm really pleased that I put the colour in with that one. And this is my wife's bowl. This is steamed pear, I believe. Martin, when he was teaching us, he turned the same, or a piece of this as well at the same time to demonstrate what we needed to do. And it's the first time he'd turned steamed pear, and he found it really good. My wife's I'm really pleased and proud of her and how she's done. She did get a little bit of a thin bottom, but I think there's about 5 mil in there. So she was a little bit worried, but she got it, and she's done really well. So really pleased with those. We're trying to find something to hold these up because they're just sitting on our dining room table at the moment. So we need to display those really nicely. Whilst I was on the course, I purchased this because it was the day before Father's Day. I didn't purchase this. This was a present from my youngest son that my wife purchased. Does that work? For me. These are his tester pots of intrinsic colours. I've used the Danish oil. I haven't used the colours at the moment. And then that brings me on to some future projects. Okay, so this piece of wood, which has obviously got the circle already marked out, ready for me to watch. You might be able to see the name. I've got it up the right way. It's in white, so you might be able to see it. It's called Indigbo. Now, just recently, a guy, Keith Saunders, on Grit and Sheen, posted a message about some wood he bought at a company in Brentwood in Essex, which is just down the road from me. A wood yard, sort of wood yard. It's a guy who makes a lot of high spec wood door frames and things like that and stuff like that. A big company, which he's just found that all these offcuts and all these pieces that he can't use and everything, people like myself and other wood turners, carpenters and stuff like that who make boxes and bowls and whatever, are paying really good money for the bits that he normally throws away. So he's opened up one of his buildings into a offcut shop, and it's called the Hardwood Offcut Shop. I'll try and put a link in below to his website. It doesn't actually sell from his website, but you can contact him and deal with him. His name's Tim. I went down there the day after, or a couple of days after Keith had posted his part and where he'd got his load of wood from. Went down there, absolutely fantastic. It was like Keith said, it was like a kid in a sweet store. So I purchased a few pieces of wood from him, which hopefully in the future I'll be posting up as some project pieces. And because I had such a good conversation with Tim and certain things that he could be doing and going and to and everything like that, he gave me 2 pieces of wood for free. And one of those was this Indigbo, which he said he's never had anyone turn yet. If you have, great. Leave a comment, see below. If you haven't, hopefully this will show you what it's like to turn. So what I've decided to do, and as I left, I told him I'm going to make this into a bowl for him to display in his store. It's going to be using the intrinsic colours, and oh, bear with me again, I've got a stretch. It's going to be doing some milliput work on it as well. Okay, so that's another thing to look forward to, I hope, if you see it. So we'll be getting started on that as soon as possible. Now then, this is a nice little project that I feel really proud to be undertaking, to be quite honest. You see this big cup. But this big cup has a wooden base. And you can see that. Now then, if I bring it close, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. This cup was first presented in 1910. Over 100 years ago. Oh, I can't get the base off now. There we go. 1910. It's an athletics cup for a long distance run, I believe. And through a friend, an old school friend, who contacted me through Facebook, asked me if there was any possibility of basically making a new base, as you can see, mainly because they've run out of engraving room. They've got engraving on the back of the cup from 1910 up to 1932, which the first one on here is 1932, and they've run out of space. So basically what they want me to do is make a bigger, longer base, so then they can get some extra. All these are going to go on the new base. They're going to be taken off of this one, put on a new one with an extra layer of engraving plates on there as well. So that's going to be my very first project, so I want to get that done before, hopefully by the end of the week. And this is Thursday. I don't think it's going to get done. It may get finished on Friday, Saturday, I don't know. Maybe then it may be next week. It's not in any great hurry, so it's not that important, but that's what they would like me to do. So I'm really proud to be asked to be doing this for them, to keep that cup going. So that's the future projects. Now then, it was Father's Day a couple of weeks, as I already mentioned about the intrinsic designs. And for Father's Day, I asked for a new fingernail ground bowl gouge. I have used this on this piece of work. The reason being, I knew I needed one. Like most of us, we all need tools. Anyway, anyone who's got a shed needs a new tool now and again. So yes, so I got that, and this works really well. It's a record. I'll try and show you that. Okay, so it's not the expensive one. It's not an expensive tool, but it works really well. I'm really pleased with it, and it turned that bowl fantastically, especially with the new skills I've learned with Martin, bowl turning. So I highly recommend that. If you're not looking for an expensive bowl turning tool or anything like that, try the record ones. If you're on a bit of a tight budget, they're reasonably priced and they're pretty good as well. Okay, the second thing I got for Father's Day was a bowl sander from one of my sons, and this is a record one as well, I believe, from what I can remember. And it came with 10 pads, and this, from when I had my lesson with Martin, has made me realise how I struggled trying to sand a bowl with my hands, and it was quite hard. But as soon as I got that machine sanded that Sycamore bowl, how much of a difference, how quickly it does. So if you haven't got a bowl sander and you're turning, get one. It makes a hell of a difference, really does. Okay, so that's that. This is the Thursday, the 13th of July, and it's nearly UKIS. I'm going to UKIS on the Sunday, so if you see this before UKIS and you're going, I'll see you there. I've got some stickers to show you that I've received. If I can get the camera in and down a bit, there you go. So I've got Martin Saban-Smith sticker, which he gave us when we went to his course. The Black Dot Workshop, which is where the course took place. And I've got the UKIS sticker, because I'm going to UKIS. I'll be there with my dad. I'm bringing my dad along, and we're going to be hopefully having a really good time watching Mr. Saban-Smith, Mr. Twydale, who else was it? Mr. Mike Walt, and not naming everybody, because I can't remember everybody that's going to be demonstrating. Chris Fisher, the blind woodwork turner, great guy. If you haven't seen his videos, look at him. You're just amazed at what he turns out. So that's it, folks. Hopefully, if you're going to UKIS this weekend, I will see you there. Hopefully, give us a tap on the shoulder if you see my bald head walking around. It'll be a pleasant surprise to see if anyone recognises me. So enjoy your workshops, and I'll see you in the future in a make it video. Bye.